This is a world exclusive. This is huge news about Prince Harry and Invictus.
The biggest royal story of the year. This is a nightmare on wheels. Invictus is all he's got. Invictus is Harry. Harry is Invictus. This is the worst thing that could happen to Harry. You've got this exclusive, this massive scoop. It's truly shocking. This is going to be our biggest video ever.
Hello and welcome to today's Daily Expresso. I'm JJ Anisiobi and I'm joined by the star of the Dolan show. It's Marky Mark.
Great to see you, JJ.
It's been so long.
Too long. I miss you. I see more of you than my immediate family members now.
It's true. It's because I sleep at the end of your bed. That's why.
That's what it was.
It's so strange, a married man in a single bed. It's bizarre, but it works. If it works, it works.
I'm in. Actually, that's what I said to you that night, wasn't it? Right? I tell you what. I mean, normally we there's a lot of hot air in it.
Normally,
but,
yes. But
oh my goodness, we've got some actual news today.
yes, this is a world exclusive. This is huge news about Prince Harry and Invictus. His games could get cancelled.
Now, this is seismic. Mm-hmm. This is the biggest royal story of the year. This is an unmitigated disaster for Harry. This is a nightmare on wheels. This is catastrophic. And the reason why is because Invictus is all he's got. We know that the public speaking work has dried up and he was getting $1 million per speech. Now it's 50K and the jobs aren't even coming in.
Yeah.
We know that African Parks, which is a good charity, but mired in allegations of the abuse of local tribes in Africa.
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, Harry's on the board of that charity and used to run it.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Centre Barley, another good charity that Harry lost control of following a bitter public row with Sophie Chandauka, who now controls the charity. It was his charity that he lost control of.
Yeah.
And then there's the Archwell Philanthropies, or foundation, or whatever it's called this week, which has effectively been shuttered. So there's no money. There's no, all the other charities were a disaster. Invictus is Harry. Mm-hmm. Harry is Invictus.
Yeah.
And you're telling me it could be cancelled.
Could be.
This, I mean, I promise you, other than some physical problem like illness or whatever, this is the worst thing that could happen to Harry.
Yeah, and I'm not saying this with any kind of glee. I think Invictus is a great.
I'm so happy. You've made my day, and this is going to be our biggest video ever. Are you kidding?
Invictus is a great idea, and it started off really well. But I'll start with this. Do you know how it's funded, Invictus?
Well, I know that there's an element of sponsorship, an element of state support, right?
Correct. The majority, it used to be, all sponsorship was the main way it was funded. In recent years, and for the Birmingham Games, it's now majority funded by whichever country is hosting it. So last year it was Canada. They paid a few million towards it, and that was the chunk of the money that helped put the games on. The UK have pledged. They've underwritten 26 million quid for next year's Birmingham Games, but they will only release that money if Invictus raise enough money for the games to go ahead. So currently, the UK government has given them approximately 3 million quid of that underwritten 26, which means Invictus have got to raise a lot of money between now and next year for the games to go ahead in its entirety. And it doesn't seem like it's doing too well. Boeing, massive, huge company, not a company who are short of a few bob, they pulled out. They sponsored last year's and the year before that. They've pulled out of Birmingham. So that's one huge sponsor already out. Part of Harry coming to Birmingham this week, he was supposed to go and see his dad. He was supposed to have the kids. Well, his other main reason was for the Invictus launch is to go and have meetings to try and drum up more support, drum up more sponsorship. And it's not going so well.
No, and we've said before that this return to the UK for the 1 year countdown is a non-event, like a nothing burger. And we've said, haven't we, what is this the countdown to? A diminished event, which is losing sponsors left and right.
Yeah.
And now you've got this exclusive, this massive scoop that the whole thing could be pulled. It's truly shocking. The reason why is because this Invictus brand has been tainted by its association with the Sussexes. We know that everything they touch turns to mud. We've seen it in business, we've seen it with their broadcasting work, and now we're seeing it in the charity sector. Why should Boeing and other sponsors pump millions in when they're going to be associated with a couple who the public don't like, who the public don't trust, who often the public don't believe? On the last show, we talked about this war of words with the palace. Did they offer Harry accommodation? Did they not? He said, she said. So, and the other issue with Invictus, which, like you say, when I joke when I say I'm glad it's being cancelled, of course, not in relation to the people participating, who are total legends and heroes. These are folk that have fought bravely in war, which is a damn sight more than I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
They've sustained physical or mental injuries. So Invictus is a magical event. But the association with the Sussexes and the cost of putting on the event, by the way, a lot of eyebrows raised.
Yeah.
Of course, our very good friend Paula Froelich, News Nation, brilliant journalist, world-class journalist.
She knows her onions.
She knows her onions. And you know, she did a big expose about the cost of staging it, which is fine. But then these athletes, they also need wheelchairs in their daily lives.
Yeah.
They need prosthetic limbs. They need their houses adapted. So all this cash is just going into this huge event. And that's a big, big problem and of controversy in the past about Meghan's behaviour at the parade when she's like leading the group of veterans. Why is she leading that parade? What's she done with her body that works perfectly? Oh, look at me. I'm so able-bodied, you know, in my revealing white trouser suit. My husband. So it's completely shocking. And if Invictus goes, I just do not know what the future is of the Harry brand.
Well, look, the Birmingham contingent are actively seeking commercial partners now. They are running around trying to get it. The organisers have launched a sponsorship programme and are inviting businesses to register interest. Now, previously you've had people like Jaguar and Boeing get involved. Harry is now, I say Harry, Invictus are now going to local Birmingham businesses asking them for money. Would you like to? I mean, they're not literally going to Neelam's kebab shop in Bearwood, but they are going to businesses.
I got food poisoning from that place.
From Neelam's, mate. Neelam's is great. That is a stalwart of Birmingham's cuisine. How dare you say you got food poisoning there?
Of course, I'm joking.
You better be joking. I love Neelam's.
I've already sent a lawyer letter to apologise for my remarks about Mr. Neelam.
Everything is digital now, isn't it? Your money, your photos, even your loyalty card at the coffee shop. So there's something quietly brilliant about owning one thing that isn't on a screen. Real gold bullion. The weight of it, the shine, it's just a lovely thing to hold. The Pure Gold Company, which was voted the UK's best gold broker, makes owning physical gold really simple. Tax-free gold coins from the Royal Mint with friendly one-to-one guidance from your first question to final delivery. There's no jargon, no pressure, no call centre queues. It's insured to your door or stored in a secure professional vault. So visit the Pure Gold Company today and tell them JJ sent you.
But yeah, that's pretty wild, isn't it?
They're going. Of course, they're not going to kebab shops, but they're going to local businesses in Birmingham asking them if they would like to sponsor, which is bizarre for an event that just a year ago is having some of the world's most recognisable brands clamouring and begging to be a part of it. And my question to you, Mark, is where's Netflix? This company that has bottomless pockets.
Correct.
They are spunking money left, right and centre on stuff that doesn't work. They bought...
Beg your pardon? I was told this was a family show.
They're buying
podcasts. You know I'm a Roman Catholic.
They're buying podcasts. They're buying podcasts now that people aren't even watching on Netflix. Netflix have got money. Netflix could easily, if they're such good friends with the Sussexes, they could say, all right, here's 10 million.
Yeah.
We're not going to see that money again, but it's for a good cause. And they did produce the Heart of Invictus TV series they done a few years ago.
Yeah.
They could easily do 10 mil. But even Netflix aren't wanting to get involved in it.
You're so right. It could easily be a nice headline for them. Netflix save Invictus.
Yeah.
And they could cover themselves in glory. And it's damning that they shouldn't step in and that no one will now rescue this flaming dumpster fire that is the Sussex brand. And Netflix, because let's be clear about this, Meghan was photographed with Ted Sarandos at an event just a few months ago, all smiling and, well, actions speak louder than words. Sarandos tolerated a photo opportunity with her, which no doubt she begged for.
Yeah.
But more significant than scaling back the broadcast deal was a decision by Netflix to withdraw from the commercial partnership to sell the spread and the flour sprinkles.
Yeah.
So you're seeing, I mean, they've lost all of their key backers. They've lost the fellow celebrities. Mm-hmm. So Oprah, Sir Elton, Gwyneth, the Clooneys, the Obamas. It's my understanding that Harry is particularly heartbroken that George Clooney is no longer interested in, like, you know, having any relationship at all. Mm-hmm. And that George Clooney is all in with William and Charles.
Yeah.
So they've lost the celebrities, they've lost the charity sector, and they're losing the corporate backers too. Big business have deserted Harry and Meghan, and that will cost them dear.
It will. And another way that they make money for Invictus, because for the UK at least, it costs us £26,000 to send one wounded or injured service member. That £26,000 covers their meals, accommodation, medical assessments. It also covers accommodation for 2 family members or 2 friends as well to attend.
Which is all fair enough.
Which is
and
great.
They need insurance, which it's been reported by Paula Froelich wasn't available in Vancouver.
Precisely.
One particular guy who's got medical bills now.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you have got friends, if I was friends with George Clooney and Oprah Winfrey and Serena Williams, I'd certainly be going to them and saying, look, guys, Oprah, you're worth about 500 million, I think it is.
Sorry, Oprah?
Yeah.
Make that billion.
Billion.
She's a billionaire.
So I would be going to Oprah and saying, would you mind just lending me a couple million for my charity event? Would you
small
mind doing
change
that?
for Oprah.
Exactly. And they, you know what these Americans like, they can get some kind of tax write-off for it as well.
All day long.
And they could do that with several of their friends and cover the cost of these games. But they're unable to do that as well. They can't go to these so-called friends because I guess they're actually not friends with these people really anymore.
No, and it's a lonely place to be if you're the Duke and Duchess of Sussex at the moment. And it's scary. And if I was Harry, I'd be lying awake at night because there have been lots of reports in the press that attention in the marriage has been that Meghan sees herself as a breadwinner. And I always take rare opportunities to defend Meghan where I can because we want to be fair and balanced and we don't want to be an echo chamber.
Yeah.
And I will say that I don't like Megs, but by golly, she's got get up and go. Right? She's no slouch.
Yeah.
She's bagged herself a prince. She's a world famous person, a detestable human in my view, but she's getting it done. Right? And she's the only one making an effort to bring some cash in because she's a hustler.
Yeah.
And by the way, she knows no shame. She'll ask anyone for work. In fact, she
compliment and then a put down.
Well, I know. I mean, she'll be the one. She might actually be in Birmingham city centre, and she might visit Mr. Nijab's.
Neelam's.
That's the one. Him too. His kebab house. The one I was thinking of was Fast Eddie's kebab house.
Fast Eddie.
Yeah, and I had a sheesh, which is the elephant leg thing. You know, the compressed meat of unknown origin, and it's called Fast Eddie's Kebabs. And I was it's essentially that everything was evacuated in the body for a good 2 days. The positive is that I hit my body mass index target. I was the muscle to fat ratio after that dose of diarrhea was, it didn't go unnoticed in social circles. I got my chin back. Guys, we don't have time for it. Can I just say, JJ, I love you. Right, you're an elite level journalist. You're a much better journalist than me, but you sometimes lower the tone. Yeah, Meghan is shameless, so she'll be out hustling, and so here's the reason. We really want to get to this point. It's really important, which is that we're hearing she's the breadwinner, and actually the evidence is that she's the only one picking up the phone, making calls. We know the media; it ain't easy. So she's trying. Harry is not trying, and I'm also hearing that Harry thinks, well, Megs can do that rather grubby work of bringing money in, and I shall be the global leader. The humanitarian, I'll be the philanthropist. I'll be the man that makes the world a better place. Well, how's that going? Centibale, disaster. African Parks, disaster. Archwell, disaster. Invictus, double disaster. So if his identity, his role is all tied up with him being this great charity guy, and Harry is Invictus, Invictus is Harry. So if that goes, it's not only a problem for his brand, it's a problem for the marriage. Because how does he go to Megs and say, well, I know that Invictus has gone up in smoke, but I'm still a philanthropist? I mean, how's that going to wash with the missus?
Yeah. I do hope, because Birmingham, they've got their issues. The council's bankrupt. Their bin collection still isn't happening. So 2-3 years later, they're still struggling with that. I'm not sure that was the best place for them to have picked to do Invictus. It's not an area that has, say, as much wealth as somewhere like London does.
And you say that as a proud Brummie. We call people from Birmingham Brummies.
Yeah.
And you love your city of birth.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure it's the right place to be hosting it. I do hope, for the sake of the veterans and those people who want to take part, it goes ahead regardless.
Yeah.
They're going to have to downsize it somehow and maybe move accommodation to somewhere that's less grand, and the events will have to be done in a single day rather than across a 9-day period to save money. But hopefully it goes ahead. But Harry's going to have to hustle hard to get another 20 million from somewhere.
Well, what it tells us, if by some miracle they put the show on next year, that'll be the last.
Perhaps indeed.
It's, as I hate to say it's the usual thing with the Sussex. It always ends in tears.
Yeah.
Everything they do flops. If it doesn't involve blabbing about the royal family and attacking the monarchy, everything else flops. Nick, tell me one outside of the royal thing. Give me one thing that's been a success.
Oh, Meghan's AI clothing thing, right? She wears some clothes to an event, and then because of AI, people can buy it straight away. Sells out. Well done.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Or is that like with her jam where she'd like there's a kind of like 3 blouses. It's sold out, my husband.
Well, look, Mark, as I said, I hope for the sake of the veterans from across the world who will be flying into Birmingham, I hope that the Invictus Games goes ahead.
I agree with you.
But they're going to have to really pull the fingers out and get some millions from somewhere. Fingers crossed. If we could donate, we would.
I've got a solution.
Go on.
If Harry ceases to be involved in the Invictus Games, all the sponsors will be back. Just imagine if Sir David Beckham was the head of the Invictus.
Oh, wow.
It'll be bigger than the World Cup. Right? Boeing, they will literally, and Airbus. All of those guys will be back. Similarly, what about the amazing Mike Tyndall? If he was the head of Invictus, bang, they are back. There's so many people that could do it.
Yeah. And Tom Brady owns Birmingham City Football Club as well. They could get him involved. He could donate a few million. He's got enough.
Brady would be a triumph. I mean,
Yeah.
almost anybody would be better than those two.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Marcus, thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you,
to see
JJ.
you. And thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and most importantly, don't forget, hit that hype button. See you next time. Bye-bye. Right, a quick pause in the podcast to tell you about our sponsor, Incogni. You had those phone calls from numbers you don't recognize, or you go in your inbox and there's emails for stuff you did not sign up for. Well, that's because someone somewhere is selling your private information. That's where today's sponsor comes in, Incogni. They will contact these people who have been taking your information, and they'll say, oi, stop, delete it. Go to the website, incogni.com. You type in the details. 2 minutes later, Incogni are sorting it out for you automatically. And because I love you, I've got you a discount. It ain't 10%, it ain't 20, 60% off. 60% off an annual Incogni plan. Just go to incogni.com/Daily Expresso or click the link in the episode description box below.